Today, our show will be on volunteering and the impact of it on our youth and how it has such a positive influence on mental health. So we do have a youth on air with us today, Nihar Patil and Shilpa Nastani and Dipshika Singh, of course, from you and I. And we are so happy to have you guys on the show today. So welcome. And I'm so excited to get to know, I know you, but to get to know the two of you and learn more about your roles with you and I and what all that you have accomplished. And we have a senior here, so woohoo! Well, you still have time, so don't go up so fast.
Definitely.
So I want to ask about, recently you and I received a 39th State of Texas Governor's Award. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Please share us details with what is such an incredible award that you guys won. So tell us more about it.
Yeah, first of all, I wanted to thank you guys for hosting us. I know you have been great supporters, so thank you, Chai.
We love you and I.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's a great honor that we were awarded this Texas Governor's Award. Really grateful for what our team has done, the volunteers, amazing volunteers, of course, youth. You and I cannot be without youth and the parents who participate in that day in, day out. So we were chosen for this award and given to us by our First Lady, Miss Cecilia Abbott. It was at Governor's Mansion. It was so crazy when we heard about it. Everybody was super excited and thrilled, oh my God, we are making an impact in the community.
Yeah.
And to receive this award is getting acknowledged for the work that you're doing in and out in the community on a regular basis. So we went to the mansion. We had a team member, some of our volunteers, youth. It was a weekday, so not everybody could join, of course, but it was great honor. So in order to receive this award, the journey started back in 2020 when COVID started. Everything was shut down, the world shut down, and we were like, what do we do now? How do we volunteer and how do we keep our youth engaged and the parents engaged? As we all know, America is facing this mental health crisis, and it has gone worse post-COVID.
Yeah.
But we as an organization adapted quite well early on, so we switched on to technology. So everything was virtual.
Yeah.
Completely remote at first, then switched into virtual, and then into what we are getting used to now, in-person environment.
Yeah.
So we did a lot of different things wherein the kids were particularly involved, including my son. For me, it was really awesome to be part of this organization and him volunteering with different activities like drives and, teaching skills through online digital tools and stuff like that. So the award was really a great achievement, and the credit all goes to our youth and our parents. So thank you for that.
Yeah, adding more to it, the reason, why we got the award. So, and it again goes back to 2020. So 2020, I work for the internship vertical, Rise and Thrive, and we were all preparing up, ready to open up our internships, which were all planned in person. And then suddenly we hit COVID, and there we go. You cannot even step out of the house. So forget about doing in-person internships.
Yeah.
Now what? So we had reached a point, are we not going to have internships this year? Because 2019 was the first year and we didn't want it 2020 to be a year where we just don't have it. So we had to quickly change the gears. We had to come up with, from the point of where everything is ready on the website to open up, to a point where we had to rethink about the projects, what we could do.
Yeah.
And I am surprised and I'm really proud of the work that our volunteers did during those internships.
Yeah.
It was a major year for us because that's the year that we published our book, which is there on Amazon Kindle store. That's the year where we also
Tell
launched...
us the name of the book.
Flowery Friends.
Flowery Friends. Okay.
Yes, it's there on the Amazon Kindle store. Okay. And we were also able to, just within that short time span, we were able to publish our app, which was for the special needs kids, Impact Learning. And I think Nihar is there who can probably talk more later about it.
Yes.
And, we also had another promotional video with the collaborators to bring awareness about, bone marrow donation, which was in partnership with BTM.
Yes.
So there we go. From there, where we started with what are we going to do next, to where we were able to achieve a significant milestone with our internships.
The fact
Those-
that you guys did all that during COVID time, and to have kids, youth be involved, even though the whole world was online,
Yeah.
that's commendable.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Please go ahead.
So, I mean, there we were. So, and the product of those internships, like the book and the app, we have reached out to special needs kids. We've had several book reading sessions, and those have really flown into the community. Like the app was also socialized, or it was used at a school for educational purposes for special needs kids.
Wow.
And now we are also at a point where we are releasing the next version of the book.
Wow.
And we are also in the process of releasing the next version of the app as well,
Wow.
enhanced version.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That is kudos to y'all. I mean, that's amazing work. And to the youth, obviously. Did you? Oh, okay. What are some of the unique things that you've done to receive? Well, you just told me what you received, why you received these awards. That's sorry, part of my question. So Nihar, what are some of the differences between volunteering with you and I compared to other organizations?
So the major thing that I would say sets you and I apart would be the community that they build. Like Ms. Rajni especially, she stays really closely connected with all the volunteers and makes sure that they feel welcomed within the community. She sometimes even contacts them one-on-one through Slack. That's our general contact way.
Yeah.
So she just makes sure we know all the events that are available for us. And the other major thing is that UNI is not one of those organizations that before it was just that a single organization does just cleaning up trash or just volunteering here.
Yeah.
But now it's more like an organization that participates in multitude of activities, and then that contributes to their central goal. So that's one of the major things. Another good thing is that they have a lot of connections with other organizations.
Mm-hmm.
That they're able to offer multiple activities for students. Yeah. It's a lot of time opportunities as well, so it fits within people's schedule and stuff. So that's a big thing. So you and I sets you and I apart.
Nice. You guys ladies have anything to add to that?
Just wanted to elaborate on the part when he talked about multitude of activities. Yes, that is what differentiates you and I from other organizations. We cater to various different aspects of activities like environmental related, special needs, seniors, helping people during disaster relief drives and all. So it's everywhere and anywhere.
Yeah.
And that kind of fits into what these kids would like to do. So we have a different age group starting from age 5 to 25 youth, and then of course the adults and parents like us who come and volunteer in different ways. So it's just to cater to not only those needs, but also to find your interest and develop those skills as you're progressing from elementary to middle to high school and then graduating. So that kind of resonates with the kids, the volunteers, and that's how they stay forever. You know, they just don't want to leave because it's different activities that really serves a purpose. Let them give back to the community, the society that they live in, but not only in the sense that it is kind of like instant gratification for them wherein they feel happy about doing it. So, yes.
I feel like it's such a unique concept and such a unique organization, because I feel like the youth nowadays, they need that extra, that's a place away from home.
And a sense of belonging.
A sense-
right?
Exactly.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
So
it's-
it's a
that's what-
community for them.
Yeah.
So it's more like youth-based,
Yeah.
cause-based. There is a cause. Like every activity that is done through UNI, whether
Yeah.
it's in collaboration with any other organization
Yeah.
or initiatives by our internship programs,
Yeah.
it has a purpose behind it. And that is being taught to them each and every time when they are coming and participating. So
I love
That's
that.
kind of
they can take that
unique.
away, so much
Exactly.
away from that. With,
Oh, yes.
going on to further education and things like that. I love that. I wish they had something like that when I was growing up. But we won't talk about that now. I'm gonna have Anita violin.
Oh, no, we don't need that.
What other summer internship projects are offered to high schoolers? Is it offered to college students as well?
So talking about internships,
Yes.
Yes, our internships are offered to high schoolers as well, high school and college students. And when we say college students, our programs are age appropriate.
Right.
So what we expect or what kind of project we would have for a high schooler versus what we have for a college student is going to be different.
Okay.
And then we also have projects where we put together the high schoolers and the college students just so we have the correct outcome of the project,
Okay.
the needed outcome of the project, because the college students definitely they bring in a lot more knowledge and experience versus the high schoolers.
Yeah.
So talking about internships more, I think, like as you said, referring back to the previous point, our internships, what really makes us different is the internships. Our internships are more cause-based internships.
Yeah.
So we really think about our projects are, okay, what is the need on the community right now? And then how do we address this need?
Yeah.
Which I feel is a real unique rather than just, a work assignment or those kind of stuff. So we are really kind of cause-based, identifying a solution problem and then developing a solution which is impactful and everlasting.
Yeah.
Our internships are, they are innovative, they're technology based, and they are interactive too. We believe in more of hands-on learning because you can really give a solution and the best learning is possible only when it is hands-on.
Yeah.
Really getting down to the ground level, knowing what it is and how. And another unique thing about our internships is like the internship programs, like we want the volunteers to be working with the Unite and Inspire for some time, just because they do these different activities into different verticals. Like they do something in the gardening, they do something with the book drives, so those kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then we want them to know how to connect these tiny dots and put a bigger picture together, which is the real solution for for the needs.
Yes.
And that's the thing, that the solution is also driven by them.
Wow.
And they connect these dots, what they have learned through different activities, to put it together, the solution.
So basically, you guys just give them tools and tell them what they need to do, and then they use their brains and their hard work and figure out how they're going to connect everything and do everything.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Exactly. That's
love
what
that.
we do. And then we also understand that they need guidance from time to time. So we have mentors, and mentors are really, they are, established professionals, or, they're more kind of subject matter experts.
Yeah.
To really make sure that they can provide the right guidance and the right tools what are needed from time to time.
Wow. That must give them such a sense of ownership also, and like also get them ready for the future, right? Like being hands-on in projects and different various projects. I feel like that gets them ready for when they become adults and when they go into their own like lives and jobs or businesses, right?
Exactly.
So that's amazing.
Yeah,
that you guys
right.
offer those
And
tools.
that's the thing we also try to do. Our internships, the way we organize them, we try to give them like a very close to professional workplace environment, just so they get a hint of the professional workplace.
This is what real life looks like.
Right? Definitely.
Welcome to the real world. Nice. Wow. So what is your mission? What are your goals?
So our mission for Unite and Inspire is to, of course, unite the community, inspire our youth, children, adults to volunteer, give back to the community needs by sharing our resources. So I'm reading it out, okay? So this is like, I don't want to mess it up. That's our mission. Resources to cultivate their growth as civic-minded, responsible global citizens. So that being said, just to elaborate a little bit on that, like we do have different resources, right, available here with us at home or in the community. How do we make use of that and provide it to people in the community who don't have those resources or who probably don't have access to those resources in different various avenues, right? So with Unite and Inspire, we kind of have goals to get everybody involved. Okay, of course our target is youth because I feel great ideas and inspirations come from this younger new generation. Okay, I'm calling them
Absolutely.
younger because I'm older. Okay. so, so it's their ideas when we talk about internship programs or other avenues. It's their ideas that we try to cultivate. We as adults are there just to give them that guidance, sort of, or a support. But they are the ones who lead the projects or do the planning. So they brainstorm the idea, they identify the problem. We try to bring them, okay, this is how you can work into this. And then, of course, these subject matter expert mentors who come and help.
Yeah.
On the very basic level, when elementary and middle schoolers, high schoolers are there, they are still developing. They are understanding the concept of volunteerism, right? What to do and how to do. So our goal is to loop them in gradually, right?
Yes.
So for that, we have different verticals that we work with. It's called help and impact, share and grow. Everybody has the same objective. It's just that we have kind of identified those particular programs in different verticals. Say like for help and impact, it's more so related to environmental related. So we do gardening. We have projects like they go clean up our sugarland parks. So that has been done from the environmental point of view to keep everything clean, because that is what they learn in school, right? Now here when they come out, these elementary kids, they get to do hands-on to understand their why they are doing it, but then to actually feel like how it is when they are doing it, right? So that's a major impact in that. The other thing is that we do under help and impact is like more so with drives as well. So we collaborate with different other organizations if they are in need of some stuff. Also, when we do programs with Share and Grow, it's more like Operation Gratitude or with Be the Match, which is like, helping kids understand that if we are doing or making these bracelets, where do they go? Who do they go to? Why we are making it? So all that stuff is like interrelated. So when they are in that younger age group, they understand why these things are done, how they are done, and how they are giving an impact in the community. So that sense of belongingness, that community help, everything comes and kind of builds up. So we try to inculcate those values early on.
What
so that's
age
our
does
goal.
it start from?
Age 5.
Age
As
5.
early as age 5.
Wow.
Some parents would say, what do a 5-year-old will do? Yeah, there's a lot
These
more.
5-year-olds are smart.
I'm telling you, they're way smarter. And the enthusiasm that you'll see in this younger elementary age group is beyond my understanding. They're so excited when they come and do it. They love gardening. They love this cleaning thing. Making cards, right? Making cards, even for like communities with seniors. We have like next month is Grandparents Day coming up. So they make these gift baskets for their grandparents, make cards for them. But now it's more so with a purpose, right? So we try to work it out together with them. So they enjoy and learn, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, these young kids are so smart that next time you know that they're going to be walking out of the belly and like, I'm ready.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, they are absolutely.
Like every generation is just
It's
smarter.
That is true. That's true.
Yeah. So I want to hear from each of you your journeys with you and I and how it has impacted your lives. So whoever wants to start.
Nihar would start.
I initially started volunteering in middle school. So this was when I was in National Junior Art Society. I was required to do it.
Yeah.
So I volunteered at the library, Mission Bend Library, I think like once a week. And it was pretty good. It was just like, though I felt like I was forced to do it, it wasn't that enjoyable. But later on, I also began doing volunteering at PTO events for Malala, Madden, and Oyster Creek.
Very cool.
And so that was like a little more where I started developing that like feeling that like, okay, this is something I like to do. Because the little kids, when you see them like enjoy something that you're helping out on, it's just like you feel like a sense of like security or something. Like you feel like you're looking over them. So that was another like turning point for me. Then my mom realized that like I have a passion for this, and she saw a social media post for you and I, and she decided, and she like suggested I should join. So I did, and initially I was like kind of hesitant to join the different events, but first event I did was volunteering at Faith United Methodist Church, where they have a garden in the back,
Yeah.
and we cultivate the garden or help like maintain it, and that was pretty fun. That was like I felt like, and he told us where it actually went. He went to like a food bank. All the food, or they either cooked it there and and then they served it. So like I felt like pride because I'm able to give a small amount of my time and give it back, give back to the community in such a big way. Because like I mean, nature just grows itself, so you just need to maintain it a little bit at a time. And after that, I also volunteered at cleanup events. That was what I majorly did. I volunteered at the Sugarland Memorial Park, Oyster Creek Park,
Wow.
just cleaning up the parks, and I got a lot of compliments doing that.
Yeah.
I had a few friends join me along the way as well that joined the organization because they saw what I was doing.
Yeah.
After that, I did the internship. I had an internship with them a while ago, where I created like PowerPoints in different mathematical topics.
Wow.
Just so this is the time like during COVID.
Yeah.
Like this was the internship that she talked about during COVID. So like it helps students, and I was able to like learn what actually like impacts students.
Yeah.
And so personally myself as well, I was able to learn like how can I tell my teachers and how can I learn better in this like online environment, what actually like I'm able to process. I earned my PVSA award, PVSA Gold Award right after that. So that was like major turning point for me as well, because I realized that okay, my accomplishments are being recognized in some way, and like I felt proud of that. So I kept on volunteering more and more. Major thing that it changed for me was I gained a greater scope of the world. Instead of just being narrow-minded, I realized that okay, there's a lot more going around in society, and like what small things that I can do that can like make a major change, even if I do it like maybe 30 minutes a day or something, it makes a major change as such.
Wow. Okay, hold that thought because we're going to come back and I want to know more. We're going to take a quick break. You are listening to 99.5 FM here on Chai Time. Welcome back to Chai Time here on 99.5 FM. For those of you that have just tuned in, we are in conversation with United Inspire on volunteering and the impact of it on our youth and how it has a positive influence on mental health. So before we went on break, the question I had for you guys was to share your journeys with you and I and how it has impacted you in your personal lives. So, ladies.
Okay, I can get started with my journey.
Okay.
So my journey started, like if I have to say the first word, how my journey started, I would say coffee. It was over a coffee with Miss Rajni when, she had just started UNI and they were working towards the logo launch. So we were just talking about it while we were waiting for our kids to be done with whatever they were doing there.
Yeah.
And we spoke about the logo launch. We spoke about what she started, and we were talking about logo launch. And there we go. Like I was a part of the logo launch, and as I was working with the team, so I was actually the MC for the logo launch event what they had in February.
Oh wow.
And as I was working with the team, I was really impressed by the organization was registered barely a few weeks ago. And they had a whole lay of land in terms of they were starting with 4 verticals, and they had a very clear thought process of what they would do under each vertical, how they want to bring this out in the community, how they want to bring the change in the community. I was really impressed by it. Like, how do you, I mean, that was really mind-blowing to have that clear thought process when they started. And then after the logo launch event, she spoke to me about, hey, we are just starting off with the internships, and she asked me if I could help. So I was like, yeah, I can get started for the first year. Let's see. I don't know. I'm working. I don't know how much I'll be able to continue.
Yeah.
But I still wanted to be a part of it just because I was impressed by the amount of thought process they already had in it. So I started with the first year of internship, that was 2019. And again, how the whole internship structure was put into place. Like I was, when the applications were opened up.
Yeah.
I joined the team then. And they when we started, we had, like, for each team, we had 2 sets of mentors, professional mentors, youth mentors. And so I could see how much, there was a lot of planning that had went in terms of ensuring the success of these internships. And that happens only when you really know the community, when you really know what it means to take it to success, rather than just opening up applications, the students coming in doing in some work. But there was really a vested interest in terms of how to guide them at the right places. Professional mentors were established professionals in their own fields, like either university professors or doctors, those kind of people. And then we had the youth mentors who had probably just completed masters, and they were like, hey buddy, how's it going, do you need help? Just to ensure, like, a friendly gesture that they're on the right track with their work. So as I said, my first thought was just to do it for the year and let's see how it goes. And I have stayed back ever since.
Wow. What,
And
4 years?
Yes.
Wow.
And it's been amazing to see how we have changed, done some changes of the internship structure over the years. Now we are even looking into fall or expanding it throughout the year. Like, so far we just did it over the summer, and now we are working towards opening maybe fall and winter kind of thing. And how we have grown over the years, like now we have collaborators with, now we partner with some of the universities too. Like, we have some projects, like taking back what I said before, what we did during the COVID period. How we were able to expand it over the next years, where we had university collaborators come in the next year, where so that's been my inspiration, working with the team. How it is interesting to work with the team, where we watch for each other's back, where we support each other in the best possible way. The youth, which inspires me every day with what they do, their ideas, what they want to bring in. The real inspiration is when we have youth who have worked with us as interns, and they want to come back in the youth council. They want to come back with their own ideas of what new projects they want to bring into the program.
Wow. So your journey started with coffee.
Yes.
Not with coffee with Karan.
Coffee with Rajni.
I love it. Your journey?
So my journey started with my kid. He was a first grader at that time, and I was volunteering at his elementary school. There was some reading program, or probably kinder. I'm forgetting, somewhere around kinder, first grade. And I was volunteering as a mom because I like to be engaged in his activities and what he does and all that. So that's where I met Rajni. And then my thought was like, I want my kid to be involved in these in-person community service-based programs, and I got him started. He was excited. He enjoyed it thoroughly, like Nihar mentioned before, right? Gardening. That's where I think most of our kids get started. Like, if they start early on, and they love it, right? So that's where my journey started. And slowly and gradually, I started working or volunteering my hours as a mom. If my kid is there, why would I just sit on the side and do nothing, right? I might get involved in something or the other. So I started doing their Facebook posts and talking about the programs a little bit, understanding. My son was a great help in that, because he would go and talk to everyone what he's doing. Like, he just cannot shut his mouth. So he'll just like, oh, this is what I do. That is where I'm doing. This is how we are doing.
He
So
was a natural spokesperson.
he was natural. Until date, he is. Like, he loves to talk about, because like I said before, right? Like, these elementary younger kids, they have that enthusiasm in there, and they really love giving back to the community in some way or the other. So we were involved, and since then I've been there. So I have been into different roles within the organization. My current role is my executive committee member for program development and volunteer education. That's where I collaborate with two of our verticals, Help and Impact, which I talked about before, and Share and Grow. So these cater to all these in-person activities. During COVID, which was like difficult when the world had shut down. It was really difficult. We pivoted to different other avenues to do and still run the program. The main reason behind doing so was like to keep these kids engaged. Now they are all at home, not going to school.
Yeah.
How do you keep your sanity intact as well as
Yeah.
keep them engaged, right?
Absolutely.
So with this program, what they had done at that time was like kids were doing drives like for masks, for first responders, making cards for them. And younger age group I'm talking
Yeah.
about, although everybody could do it, but they loved doing all what they were doing. So ever since it has progressed, like I have been on a very different journey all throughout these many years since we were there from the inception of the organization. But it has been very fulfilling in every sense because it's not only you as a person develop yourself, it's like what you're giving back into the community helps other people too.
Yeah.
So that sense of family, belongingness and love. So it's amazing.
It definitely shows. I mean, but
Yeah.
all three of you, when you guys talk, there's like a twinkle in your
Yeah.
eye. You're so
Yeah.
excited and
Yes.
enthusiastic about talking about you and I love to see that.
So far has been a great journey, and yeah, we are there forever.
I'm not going anywhere.
Sometimes it just gets overwhelming and we think, oh, maybe we should just take a break, but then you just don't feel like taking
Yeah.
a break.
Yeah.
You just want to continue with it.
Yeah, because the others depend on us, right? So that dependence. Now it's not about my kid, what he's doing. I don't care. He knows what he's doing or not. But it's more so like what you are doing and collaborating with the other people in the community or the partners.
Yeah.
So yes, definitely challenges are there as a mother, being a professional, doing their other activities and stuff like that. But yeah, we're there.
You know, I actually want to give a shout out to your school, Travis High School, because you are here and you should be in school right now.
Yeah.
But you're here with us, and a big shout out to Travis High School for, letting you be here and sharing your passion with you and I. So, woohoo! So Nihar, can you please share your experience in youth volunteering and how it has helped? Well, we just talked about that. Never mind.
Yeah.
Tell us about the app. That's what I wanted to know. Tell us about the app that you created as part of your internship.
Right. So the main objective of the app was, as she hit on before, she said, it's to teach special needs kids about various topics like math, science, but traditional teaching techniques won't just work on them.
Right.
So this was this summer, and we had to research different ways on different websites to see how special needs kids actually learn and what actually is the best way to convey that knowledge to them.
Yeah.
So the major thing that we found out was you need a clear pronunciation of things. You need bigger fonts, bigger words. And it's like they just need a way to see the world completely differently. And the more we developed the app, we understood that we needed help. Yeah. Then Ms. Rajni reached out to one of her colleagues previously, Mr. Eric. He was an application specialist at MD Anderson. And he helped us out and told us that these are the things that you need to fix. This is what you can improve in the app. And the main thing that he suggested to us that really helped the app was making the design really clean.
Yeah.
Because the more interferences that special needs kids have, the harder it is for them to learn. So the special needs kids, the main thing that triggers them is being complimented. So another thing that we included this year was videos where they have compliments and it's really clear and it's a lot of smiley faces.
Yeah.
Most of the numbers are just the number of videos for them to learn are smiley faces. This was more engaging and interactive. We also have quizzes in there this year that we're going to roll out in the new version. And it's basically just a small quiz or an interactive way for them to learn or assess themselves on that knowledge that they learned in that video.
Wow. Very cool. And you guys created this?
Yep.
Yes.
Amazing. Wow. Wow.
I know, right? Your brain is like, wow,
I'm speechless right
we
now.
have
That
a
doesn't
youth
happen
here.
very often.
No, but it's just like a youth is here. You
Yes.
know, Nihar's here, and he has worked for
these special needs kids, and
Yeah.
we are learning from him what the so the research that goes in, and he's thinking about not himself, because in teenagers I'm just noticing, since I have a teenage, it's all about you.
Yeah.
But it is so amazing to see that, you know, Nihar is like thinking about other people and putting it in action.
Yeah.
So
Outside
that's
the
very
box.
impressive.
It's just an easy way for me to output my skills. So I have a skill set
Mm-hmm.
around programming, and I can output it and actually put it to use, and also
Yeah.
test myself how much I know and learn.
Wow, that's great. Yeah.
Kudos to you.
Kudos, yes.
What makes you to continue to be in UNI, and what drives you to continue volunteer?
UNI as I said before, UNI is a really close knit community. I mean, I want to thank you, Miss Rajni, Miss Shopa, my parents, and everyone in UNI that like helped me along my way, told me all the different things that they have, and aided me in the different events that they had. So UNI, the thing I said that sets them apart is, as I said, community, but they're able to do multiple events. But the thing that drives me mainly to go and continue volunteering is the accommodations that they provide to their students, and the fact that I can bring my friends in and actually enjoy doing it.
Yeah.
So like I said with the app, I was able to like output my ideas, and if I just do something I enjoy, they have a lot of like opportunities. So if I'm able to do something I enjoy, I'm able to do it good and be actually passionate about it, and also get a benefit out for myself. That's some like either with the parks where I'm picking up trash and I'm able to clear my mind or such,
Yeah.
or I'm able to learn something as well while I'm programming the app. So it's just the opportunities that I'm able to have as a youth itself is what drives me and continues me to volunteer.
Miss Rajni, I had a conversation with her yesterday, and she is so passionate. I love her. Like, her passion for this organization, it exceeds all expectations from everything that I've ever known.
Absolutely, yes.
She loves all the youth, and she loves all of you guys, and she's just such a great, I feel like just a great human, and she just continuously works hard. I feel like, I mean, I've not worked with her obviously, but every time I've spoken to her, I'm just like, wow, like, do you rest?
Yeah, no.
I make her brain
She doesn't.
She's like on
She-
the go always, but
Yes.
you know, like, she has the heart to do it,
Yes,
the passion
she
to do
does.
it, and of course, like, a team to work with,
Yeah.
the youth, the kids, and then what they come back with, what Nihar is talking
Yeah.
about, it's kind of like, you know, gives you that motivation to continue
Yeah.
what you're doing. So
Yeah.
Exactly. So, I mean, talking about Miss Rajni, like, she probably, even when she's sleeping, she's thinking about
Dreaming
something.
about it.
She's
For
dreaming
sure.
about it.
She'll wake up like, oh, yeah.
Good idea.
I see that happening.
So speaking about it,
Yes.
you know, what really keeps us moving too is, like, as I said, the inspiration from the youth,
Yes.
what the work that they do, and even the team, what we work together when we watch each other's back. We are there for each other, and we also fill in for each other when needed. What another thing really keeps moving is like the immense inner peace what you get by working with the kids.
Yeah.
Yes.
When you really see how it is helping them, is, you know, you really work to get that inner peace, that inner satisfaction,
Yeah.
and that's what keeps us moving too.
I love it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, what advice would you share with the youth today that are interested in volunteering?
Main thing I would say is volunteering is something you enjoy.
Yeah.
See, because if you do something that you don't enjoy, it feels like you're forced to do it, and you don't really enjoy it. You get
Yeah.
nothing out of it.
Yeah.
If you do something you enjoy and you actually like to do, or you see some benefit, like you see it's for a good cause,
Yeah.
then you should do that, because that's what makes you passionate about it, and you're able to learn from it, and through that passion, you're able to give a better impact towards that cause.
Yeah, for sure.
Very nice.
Yeah.
You ladies have anything to add to that?
just a little bit more. I think volunteering is about being selfless,
Yeah.
but at the same time, more so for youth to be part of any organization. I'm not talking about you and I personally, but doing volunteering is important. not to get hours in school. It's basically because what you have learned at school or what you're learning day in, day out, you can help and make an impact with that knowledge.
Yeah.
Also find your passion that can help you later in your career,
Correct,
but
yeah.
overall build up your personality and confidence.
Absolutely.
So when they come out of school, whatever they have learned, we all talk about STEAM and project-based learning.
Yeah.
This is your real life project-based learning, okay?
Yeah.
So be more involved. You'll find your passion once you start volunteering in different other programs.
Yeah.
You have to give yourself some time.
Yeah.
So be patient.
Yes. Yes.
Patience is a virtue, right? That's
Honestly.
what everybody says.
Yeah.
You won't find it in like 2 months or 4 months of volunteering.
Yeah.
It builds up. It
Yeah.
comes to you once you're part of it, and then you know and understand where you want to be placed in.
Yeah.
So
You today need to
Be
learn
more
to be
involved.
patient. Yeah.
Yeah.
exactly.
Absolutely.
Volunteering also, adding a little more, volunteering also helps you, really explore the field that you would really like.
Yeah.
I mean, as Nihar stated, like if you really enjoy doing it, you would continue doing it. Just try out in small things, petty things, and continue to build on it.
Absolutely. Preparing them for the future.
Yes.
So, what are you involved in UNI, and what is your role?
Okay, I can get
Yeah,
I
you
can
can
get
start on
started with
that.
it. So as stated, like I am actually the program coordinator for the Rise and Thrive vertical,
Yeah.
which is the internship vertical, and why we really call it Rise and Thrive is where you rise above what you're doing right now, and you thrive to bring in a sustainable, impactful, everlasting solution, right?
It's okay.
Yeah,
But-
just there's so much to talk always
Yeah.
that you can just get lost in the thoughts what you were
Absolutely.
talking about.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you can go
So
ahead.
with your internship, she's an internship expert,
Yeah.
I would say. Like she has been doing it from day one. So talk a little bit more about the internship programs upcoming if you have. them.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
a good idea too. So I mean, some of the programs that would be coming up in the near future would be some of the internship programs really touches various aspects of the community. Like we work with public health, we work with community needs, we work with senior citizens. And so some of the programs that we are trying to bring in the near future is more on the community needs. We are also now bringing in a new aspect to it, which is bioconservation and environment-based programs. So I'm excited about those. Let's see how those turn out to be. We also have, as Nihar said, we always try to work on, what feedback we get for the app. Like what they worked was some of the feedback we got from the previous internships.
Yeah.
Like what works, what doesn't work. How we can make it more friendly.
Yeah.
So we do plan to roll out more about the app, maybe roll out a version. Right now, the app is only for Google Play Store.
Mhm.
We plan to bring it out for the Apple Store too as well. So that's some more, in the future for the
Yeah.
pipeline. We also are working towards, a continued collaboration from previous internship with the university research team, which actually brings out what is real, university-based research.
Yeah.
Like the kids get a true experience about it where they work with the research team.
You guys have a plethora of programs.
Yes.
It's amazing.
I always, as I said, I started with the first year, but
Yeah.
now I always look forward to, okay, what is the next we want to bring in? How do we want to
Yes.
change something?
Absolutely.
I think mine, I kind of talked about it a little
Yeah.
bit earlier, but so mine is like executive committee member, looking into the program development,
Mhm.
collaboration with different collaborators that we have under our verticals, help and impact, share and grow. If any new collaborators coming up, we stay in touch with those activities, time and again. So planning on the activities on a monthly basis. What is working, not working, collaborating with our awesome team members. I have amazing team members that I work with. We have built a family and a group there, so I love working with them. day in, day out. And then also like planning it on a quarterly basis, doing volunteer education programs. So we have one upcoming next month, which is like an orientation for new volunteers who have joined. So yeah, please, if you guys are listening, jump into those sessions, and anybody can jump in.
So how do
on
they
our
join?
website.
Is it on the website? Phone
It is
number?
on
What
the
is it?
website, yes. It's called www.uniteandinspire, so AND inspire, like fully.org. You'll get to know about us, who are the team members, how you can be involved as a parent. Even though if your kids aren't involved, parents are more than welcome to join, and later on, seeing them what they are doing, kids will automatically get in. So it sometimes works the other way too.
So is there a way for you to just get like, if you want to just get volunteering, like just maybe there's a project that you guys are working on, and if a kid is interested and they just want to participate in just one project, is that doable too?
They can pick and choose, like you said. So we roll out different programs with help and impact, share and grow, STEAM-based projects, internship-based activities and projects. And they can pick and choose. They are not bound to do everything. So they can pick and choose as their time, their schedule, the school and parents' schedule allows them to do so. We have it on weekends. Some of the programs are there on weekdays, evenings, late if it's virtual. So they have to see their schedule and calendar. We are, as an organization, PVSS certified, which is President Volunteer Service Award certified. So kids who are looking to be more involved, they can have these awards, and they're like, for that you have to meet certain number of hours in a year, which starts from January to December. Anybody can join in Unite and Inspire at any given point of time. Like I said, you can go on the website, you can register yourself. For elementary, middle schoolers, parents are required to register, either of the parent. I encourage both. Because today if I cannot drop my son off, my husband can do so, right, for the activity. So for high schoolers, they can do it themselves, and so on and so forth, like college-based activities are there too.
Very cool. Now, if anybody wanted to get a hold of you, how can they get a hold of Unite and Inspire?
Best is our website, Unite, UNITE, AND Inspire, INSPIRE.org. We are there on Facebook. You can join our Facebook updates. So recently we have updated our calendar events on the website as well. That's the best way to know the upcoming activities. And like, as you asked before, like you can pick and choose, like this day and time works for me, and this is where I can take my kid there, or the kid wants to go there. So best is our website, but you can still reach out to us through email. I don't remember the email ID though. But anyways,
it's
website,
on the
it's there on the website,
So Unite and Inspire.
And Inspire, So website, Facebook page, and then of course emailing is the best way to contact us.
We are there on Instagram too.
Oh yes,
Twitter.
Instagram, Twitter,
We're all over social media. So the time has just ran by. I mean, I
So
feel like
fast.
we were just here and now we're already done, and we're not done because there's so much more to show and so much more to talk about. But unfortunately, this runs our time now. So thank you, ladies, and thank you, Nihar, for joining us here on Chai Time. And thank you, Papa. Good to see you. I know you're hiding behind the lens. Good to see you. Thank you for inspiring your kid to always do better, and the mom as well. Yes, and so thank you, ladies, again for always coming and inspiring us. So this is our time. So you're listening to 99.5 FM on Chai Time. Till next time.